Hey, so pretty simple in this video. I'll be going over the differences between an actual online course and an online coaching business, right? If you're in the space, if you want to make money online, you probably know about these two things, but there is some differences between them, right? And if you're kind of looking to make money online, specifically being able to help other people online, right? So through your expertise, through your skills, maybe you're really in shape and you want to be able to help other people. Maybe you have a specific knowledge in a specific area that you want to be able to help other people. You probably thought or have heard of, doing an online course or doing an online coaching business, being a coach online, that kind of thing, right? But there is differences between them, and this is a question a lot that I get specifically for new clients, that kind of thing. Which one should I do? Should I just, create a course, which is, usually on the lower ticket side, you don't need to specifically help people out, but everything is kind of video modules, or an actual online coaching business where you're really, really involved in the students. You're actually coaching them every single week. It's usually like a higher ticket price and that kind of thing, right? So there is differences, and I want to go over this video which one you should do, because there is different scenarios which you should go with an online course, others which should be an online coaching business, and I want to make those as clear as possible for you. That way, at the end of this video, you can say, "Hey, I have to do an online course, or I should do an online coaching business." And that kind of thing, right? So if you've been thinking about helping others online through your expertise, like I said, but you're kind of unsure how to approach it and which kind of model to choose, because there are differences. And obviously, there's not just these two models. There's other kind of models, but these are the main one that a lot of people aren't unsure which one to do, right? So by the end, you'll know which one you should do specifically. And why am I making this video? Specifically because I want to be able to help you. You watching this video probably started either building an audience or not. Maybe you're just at the beginning steps of that. You're not sure how to make money, and you're actually unsure how to actually build a business through selling your help, right? You want to build a business, it's possible by helping other people online or what you're really good at, but you have trouble, putting it all together and actually doing it. So I want to maybe give some more clarity for you on that, right? And this is coming from who? Me talking to this video, and why you should listen to me. Well, I exactly do that. I am someone who helps specifically people online launch their online offer. Whether it's an online course, whether it's an online coaching program, I specifically help people turn what they know into an actual product that they can sell an online offer through the audience and that kind of thing, right? So I help them specifically make money, whether it's an online course, like I said, or coaching program. So let's look at your scenario first. This is you, right? If you want to make money helping people online, that means you probably have a skill. This is the number one thing I want you to focus on. If you have a skill, there's the kind of two ways to be able to see this. And this is going to determine if you should do an online course, if you do a coaching program. And it is kind of nuanced. There's not like one specific solution, but this is an idea of like where you should go with this. So if you have a skill that you feel that you're better than the average person in, right? So maybe you've spent months doing something. Maybe you think you're pretty good at something, but maybe not the master level, maybe not the expert level, or not enough to, sit down with someone for 3 hours and tell them everything, right? Let's say you just picked up something new. Maybe you're into fitness. You've just been doing it for a year or two, right? Something like that. You haven't been doing it for 5+ years. You haven't coached people on it, but you've been doing it for a year. That's like an example I would give you. Then it'd probably be better to do an online course. Specifically because you can like kind of teach at once, and it doesn't require your specific coaching, and probably because it's not going to be as desirable as someone who has actually been doing it for multiple years, right? And on the other side, if you have a skill where you have been doing it for multiple years and have basically mastered it or are close to it, you don't have to be a complete expert, but good enough where you can probably sit with someone one-on-one for multiple weeks and being able to give them exactly where you are, that kind of thing, right? If that's you, coaching program. So like I said, in the fitness, let's say you've been doing it for, let's say in this case, like over a year. Like if you've been doing it for before a year, then probably like a course or something with your exercises, meal plans, that kind of thing. But if you've been doing it for like multiple years and you've competed, let's say, for example, then there you should probably do a coaching program and, offer people one-to-one help, right? In that sense. Let's go on to time now. So if you don't have much time to be able to help people out or do one-on-one or give extra attention, like this is usually for people who either work, who either do something, and they don't necessarily have the full time to be able to help people out. Or you just in general don't want to really give out that time, then you probably should do an online course. Why that is? Well, you don't need to jump on calls or give direct supports to the students inside your coaching program 24/7, right? A lot of the coaching programs, it's direct access to you specifically, and maybe you don't want to spend hours helping them specifically. So that's the first reason. The second reason, if you can build it once, you can pretty much fulfill it on autopilot. If your content is good, if you have the right systems, you can probably build an online course. And even though you're busy with other projects, you can still sell that online course of yours. So that's for people that are in that situation. And the other one if you have some time set aside to be able to help directly your students, being able to support them. So this is for people who have a bit more time, maybe that don't necessarily work a job, or they want to, alleviate some time and focus on this. Now, I'm not saying you can't do a job in a coaching program. I'm just saying it's the balancing things, like how much hours do you actually want to put in to be able to help your students, that kind of thing. Like if you're very, very limited, then don't do a coaching program, because nobody in your coaching program are going to be satisfied because you're not spending a lot of time with them, right? And a lot of time doesn't mean like hours per day, right? Hours and hours, but it is, to set aside some time. So coaching program, why? As you mentioned in the title, as I mentioned in the title, coaching, you're going to have to go coach them. So you're going to have to directly support them, whether it's a group coaching or one-on-one coaching. You're going to have to directly coaching them. This takes a lot of your time. They usually pay a higher price, so they expect your support in hours. Like coaching programs are going to be more expensive, though, so they're expecting you to set aside some time and being able to help them. So again, if you have a lot of time, coaching program would probably be best. Now, is there some extreme case scenario where you can do a coaching program and get yourself out the business and still be busy with other projects and get people in and the staff? Sure. Are you there yet? Probably not, right? So that's for a future scenario. The desire, right? If you just rather focus on creating content and having more flexibility on doing other things, like maybe you don't want to spend hours helping people out. Maybe you don't want to be so involved in the product you create, right? Well, online course is probably going to be better. If you want to maybe what you like doing is actually just focusing on content and creating on content and not helping people out every single day and talking to people, then maybe an online course is better for you, right? Why? Because the systems around an online course can be quite automated, like I said, right? So if you don't necessarily want to help people out that much, then it can be pretty much automated. And if you're someone who is more introverted, this also might be a better option for you. Like if you feel like you're introverted, you don't want to jump on calls with people, you don't want to help people out, but you still want to be able to sell your expertise online without, putting too much of yourself out there inside with your students, then like I said, online course probably be better. And then on the other side, if you really want to make sure to have an impact in people's lives and help them get the best results, right? And you're dedicated to that, and that's what you really desire, then the coaching program is going to be best. They are going to have better results if you're there for them. That's just how it works. And because of, like I said, because of the nature of a coaching program, you will have to be more involved with people. That's what you're going to have to do. But some people really desire that. Like some people that don't want to create an online course because they feel like if they're not there coaching them with the material, that they're not going to get the results, and they wouldn't want that, right? So it's different. Like it kind of differs for different kind of scenarios and different kind of people as well. This can be applied if you actually like teaching people and making a difference. Like if you really like teaching, this is what you want to do. You want to be able to help people out for them to get the best results possible. Then do a coaching program. It's going to be better. And then this, like I said, can be somewhat automated down the line. Like eventually, if you want to hire someone, that kind of thing, you can have them teach, and it's going to give you more time. But again, that's only later down the line. Charging desire. So this is a specific one. If you truly don't feel like charging a lot of money, like if you don't want to charge a lot of money, I know a lot of people don't want to charge money and they should. That's kind of different. But if you really don't feel like charging money, you want to make it more accessible to everybody, then probably an online course would be better. Because a coaching program, and because it's your time, it's going to have to be more expensive. So probably do an online course in that case. Why? Because usually on the course, it's going to cost like anywhere from $200 to $1,000, let's say, for example. So it's more accessible if you charge, let's say, $400 than $3,000, right? So it's going to be more accessible to a lot of people. And if that's your goal with it, and maybe your audience has less money as well, then do it that way, right? And it's not a huge sacrifice for most people. And on the other side, if you know your expertise is valuable and you want to give better results, and you want to get for them to get the best results possible, then do the coaching program. Why? Because of the added support, you will have to charge more, and you're going to make a better impact. So it is a win-win situation. And like I said, coaching programs can range from anywhere from 2 to 5K, even more, right? But this is kind of the baseline of usually what they are at. So if you want to be able to, just work with a few select people to get them the best results, and that's what you really want to do, then do a coaching program, because you can charge way more and you need kind of less people to make the money, right? Now it comes to the actual revenue side of things. Usually online courses will make less than coaching programs. Now this is like typical in what you'll see in the industry, but there are some people to online course which they're completely not involved in who make a bunch of money. So it kind of depends on that end. This is a pretty bold statement, but usually coaching programs are where people make the most amount of money because you're charging a lot, right? So for an online course, it depends on, like I said, the niche you are in. So if people in that niche have money, if it's a very painful niche for people, that kind of thing, or the amount of attention you get. Like if you have like 500 followers, then an online course is going to be hard to sell. If it's a coaching program with your direct help, it's going to be easier to sell. If you have a bunch of followers and you know a lot of people are going to be interested and do it in an online course format, like it depends, right? And like coaching programs, if done correctly, will be usually more profitable than online courses. Simply because you need way less people to sell to, and those people you can get like multiple thousands of dollars from each one. So in reality, you only need like 10, 20 people to be able to make really, really good money with it, right? But again, that's if done correctly. There's a huge nuance there. But like I said, like everything can depend. Like everything I just told you is just the baseline, because everything can kind of change, can kind of vary on these kind of factors. So the niche in the market you're in, like if you're in a money making niche, then you can probably charge a lot higher because you're teaching them how to make money, so they're going to get an investment back. If it's a passion, like specifically doing something that maybe painting and that kind of thing, you're not going to be able to charge as much. It depends of the program. It depends on the instructor, that kind of thing. Like I said, it always depends. If it's a relationship, it's very painful for the student that's going to be buying. So on that end, you can also charge a lot. So again, it kind of there's difference in the niche. The amount of experience you have in your specific skill, like if you're a complete expert, really, really good, then you can do a coaching program and sell it for a lot of money because you are valuable, because you're recognizable. But if you're just starting out, then that online course is probably going to be like less expensive, or the online coaching program is going to be less expensive as well. The amount of followers you have, when you have a lot of followers, it's going to depend on which one you should do. That's completely based on your niche as well. Like it all kind of ties together. Like amount of followers you have, the niche you have, what is your offer going to be like? What are you teaching them? Can they make money from it? Like it really depends, right? What outcome can your program have? Like what's the outcome can someone get from your program? Is it going to change their life in a money making way? Are they going to start making 100K a year, 200K a year? Are they going to have a better relationship with their parent, or are they just going to learn how to paint? Or is that painting is that what they only care about life, and it's going to drastically improve their overall happiness? That's what I mean when I say the outcome of the program. The market and its competitors. So seeing exactly like who's in your market, how much are they charging, that kind of thing. Should you be able to match them? Do you want to have a program that's even more comprehensive, that kind of thing, and more, right? So there's a lot, like I said, that goes into whether you should do online course or online program. I know that we do both at Argency and what we do, just because like with different kind of accounts, with different kind of people, what they want to do with it, it does really depend, right? So just for you watching this video, if you're unsure which one to do, I want you to DM me on Instagram, and through your account and through what you're doing, or if you want to start an account, if you want to start this kind of the businesses that make a bunch of money, I want you to DM me on Instagram, and I'll tell you exactly which one you should go free of charge. I can go for your account, see exactly the market quickly, and see exactly which one you should do. And then if we can find a fit, then we can maybe potentially work together. But that's for that the line, right? So let me know if you want help on that. Just DM me on Instagram, and I can definitely answer any questions you may have there. And the link for my Instagram is below this video. All right, talk soon in another video.